Okay, let's play the vid. All right, so she snuck in and I got kicked out. So let's try to assess the situation here, chat. She snuck in and I got kicked out. So what, did she sneak in your house? But how would you get kicked out of your own house? Or did she sneak in her, like what, where did you get kicked out of for her to, where did she sneak in for you to get kicked out of? Oh, they probably kicked him out the house, like kicked him out, like kicked him, like parents kicked him. There's no way that's it. How many bitches' houses y'all snuck over into chat? I would say, I'm not talking about times. How many different? I'd say 3.
As I'm fixing my dinner in the kitchen,
is actually kind of annoying after a while.
He was sitting by himself in the living room couch.
Can't be too loud.
Freshly
Can't
shaved
talk
head,
too loud.
reflecting the bright fluorescent lights of the 75-inch ultra-wide flat screen TV mounted on the wall.
Okay.
I could see him clearly, yet
that's my biggest, bro. I'd be so scared when mounted TVs, like I'm afraid it's gonna
there was a
fall.
darkness on that side of the house.
Oh, what the hell was that? No, I need to see that. The hell was that? That was sexy.
On that side of the house.
Bro, I need to catch it.
Clearly, yet there was a darkness on that side of the house.
Bro!
Clearly, yet
we're not continuing till we catch it.
Yet,
right here. We gonna get it. We gonna get it. Trust, we gonna get it.
On that side of the house.
Let's go. Oh my god, he's demonoid. Oh my god, he's demonoid. What the hell?
So remember that story I told about my aunt kicking me out my junior year of high school because one day she came up to my room and it was nasty, bro. It was disgusting, filthy, a mess. I then told you that I had an uncle that came in clutch because he took me in.
What makes y'all room dirty? Like, is it like clothes, water bottles, food?
So I wouldn't have to get put on a plane back to Jamaica. Well, the next year he also kicked me out, which makes me wonder, was I the problem? Well, I'll tell you the story and then you can tell me. So when I moved to my uncle's, I also moved 30 minutes drive away from school,
by the way.
which meant,
damn it,
there's no more walking to school, bro. You feel me?
I feel that.
I now needed a ride.
Feel that.
And at first, my uncle was taking me. Now, this made me feel bad because my uncle worked very hard and was already going a lot out of his way to accommodate me so short notice.
Yes.
Add him having to get up at 6:30 and take me to school.
Yes.
It was a lot. So you can imagine how relieved I felt when I found out that one of my new...
Are y'all rooms presentable right now? Yes. Can y'all get up right now and let would you take a picture of your room right now and post it on the internet and let me show it to like is it presentable like that? With nobody judging you.
Neighbors was this dude I knew from school.
Okay.
Let's call him
Blake.
Brian.
Oh, that's close.
Brian was also a senior. We had a mutual friend through one of my basketball teammates, and most importantly, Brian had a car. Which meant he drove to school in the mornings. So one day I asked him if I could ride with him in the mornings, and he said, yeah.
Bro, riding with the homies or a friend is like, bruh. I felt so much better.
I asked my uncle.
The bus was cool though sometimes.
More than on board.
I really didn't hate the bus.
In fact, he was going to give me $25.
But it's just that you got to take the bus at a certain time, which was earlier than if your friend just fucking
just to get Brian for gas money. It was a win-win-win for everybody. So Brian starts taking me to school in the mornings, and at first everything's going well. But then one day on the way to school, Brian was like, "Yo, Don. We about to stop at Kev's house real quick. Link up with some of the boys."
Okay.
Kev was also someone I knew, so I was like,
I feel like there's gonna be cocaine involved in this for some reason. I don't know.
I bet. Yeah, that's cool.
Or something.
I didn't ask too many questions. So we take a detour from the usual route and end up at Kev's house. We park, and then Brian turns off the car and starts to get out. So I'm like, yo, we not going to school? Brian's like, oh yeah, we about to go. I'm gonna just get some from Kev real quick.
Okay, let's do a prediction right now. Do you think there's about to be drugs involved in this? Predictions. Do you think there's about to be? Oh, no, actually, no. They could cheat. They could cheat. Damn it. I need to just pull it out without saying anything and cut it off quick.
I'll be right back. So I'm in the car chilling. About 10 minutes go by, and then Brian comes back out looking
With some weeds.
very relaxed.
Oh yeah,
big chilling.
big
Gets in
chilling.
the car,
Could be cocaine.
and I noticed that he now smelled very
Oh yeah, it's weed.
organic,
Get some weeds.
herbal, some would say. So I was like, okay, I get it. We continue on to school, and we get there like 10-15 minutes late. Not
Y'all, I already know, bro. Motherfuckers used to always come to school. Why did y'all come to school high? Like, was it like, I don't know. Why not? Cause I don't understand what the hell weed does to humans. That's why I'm trying to learn here. It was funny. You did it because it was funny, or it was easier to get through a certain amount of time while high. The beginning of the day while high. In class, I don't know if I need to be fucking impaired, bro. Like a motherfucker calling me in class to read some shit. Like I gotta be on my P's and Q's. My nigga.
big deal. I mean, I didn't like being late, but everyone's late once in a while. Well, once in a while turned into 2 to 4 times a week. And remember,
nerd.
my uncle is paying this dude.
But did this nigga change colors?
Also, I wasn't into herbs like that at the time, so it was just starting to be an inconvenience. Still, I was like, I'd rather do this than ask my uncle again. Plus, I didn't want to snitch, so I was like, I'll
that shit never smelled good
So
to
my
me.
diehard fans would know that when I started my senior year of high school, I wasn't with Taylor. Remember, we had broken up over the summer. Watch
we gotta learn
this
about
video
that.
to get the reference. But a few months into the school year, we got back together. Again, this video explains all of that. So one day, she's dropping me home from school because we now lived kinda in the same direction, and we were dating again. She's dropping me home, and I'm telling her about the whole morning detours thing, and she gets it, you know?
Okay.
Cause she was an Asian. Know what I mean?
No. Wait. I don't know if I get what you mean.
Morning detours thing, and she gets it, you know? Cause she was an Asian. Know what I mean? I'm Jamaican. We both had strict parents, is what I'm trying to say. We had to be good students. So she's like,
okay,
I could pick you up in the mornings. So I'm like, yeah.
Okay.
You sure you want to do that? She's like, yeah. Okay. No problem. So I'm like, okay. All right, problem solved. So she starts picking me up in the morning, and it's going great. I get to spend a little more time with my shawty. Sometimes she would stop at that McDonald's that I got fired from, the one by the LA Fitness off Pines Boulevard.
Would y'all believe me if I told y'all from freshman year to senior year, I rode home every day with a girl that was just my friend. I never, like, every single day. I mean, sometimes I'll take the bus every now and then if she was busy or something. Every single day. Like, my best friend in high school, best school friend, was a girl. Never did nothing with her, never flirted with her, and she looked good as fuck. Latina. Drove to school, drove home when I wasn't taking a bus. Like, she looked good and never did shit with her. Would you believe me? Gay best friend. No, nigga. I mean, there was plenty of, like, bro, so many niggas like wanted her, so many niggas thought I was fucking her. I was not at all.
Yeah,
I was not.
She'd stop there and I'd buy her some breakfast McGriddles, and life was good.
That's low key what, like, niggas like, bro, bitch, bro, niggas put pussy so up, bro. Niggas just saw that I was with a bad bitch, hang around a bad bitch, so they automatically thought I was like a cool ass nigga, bro. Niggas was on my dick cause of it. Like, niggas is different.
For like 2 weeks. Eventually, my uncle noticed
that's my homie from middle school and elementary school, dog.
Taylor was taking me to school instead of Brian. So he's like, yo, what's up with that? Not wanting to snitch on Brian, I tell him, oh, Taylor lives close. She offered. didn't think it was a big deal. Then he's like, does Taylor's parents know she's picking you up? I'm like, yeah. Maybe. Probably not. Nah, they don't know. He's like, well then, Chris, that sounds to me like this is in fact
that's you, bro.
A big deal. That's how he talks to me when he's lecturing me. He's retired from the U.S. Navy, by the way.
Yeah, he looked like he was on some army timing.
Taylor doesn't seem to mind at all,
or
honestly.
Police.
Plus, that 25 you give me, I use it to buy us breakfast in the mornings and put a little gas in her car. But my uncle wasn't trying to hear.
Bro, why his uncle look badass, bruh?
None of that. Because if Taylor were to, let's say, get into an accident with me in the car or on the way to my house, and her parents didn't know that she was making these Uber runs for the boy, it would be a problem. And Taylor's parents wouldn't have been okay with it. What? So I started going with Brian again. And surprise, surprise, guess who's late for school? So now I found myself in a sticky, icky situation. Option 1, continue going with Brian, continue to rack up tardies for being late, and then deal with those consequences, both at school and home. Option 2, tell my uncle that the whole Brian thing wasn't working out and have him start taking me to school again and just deal with the perpetual sense of feeling like a burden because, like I said, my uncle was already doing a lot.
Just be sneaky about it.
I haven't even said the half. So there was that. Or option 3. Lie to my uncle, tell him that Brian was taking me to school, but have Taylor keep picking me up in the mornings.
Bro, hold on, side note. Having that female good ass friend is so toxic when you in relationships, bro. I had like 3 girlfriends in high school. Each of them had a problem with that shit, bro. That shit bad. Option 3, yeah, we all going with option 3, bro. Like, but that shit is so bad, bro. That shit's so toxic, bro. That like one of the girls I was fucking with lived in my neighborhood. So they, bro. Oh my god, I remember. Oh my god. So that's the girl that lived in my neighborhood is the same one whose dad almost put her fucking pistol down my throat. That nigga saw me get in, I almost said her name, my female friend's car one day, and he saw me come home, and so the dad was like, "What is this nigga?" So the dad goes and tells her, like, "Yo, do you know Josh is fucking with some Spanish chick? Some Spanish. I swear." Bitch text my phone on some shit, bro. I'm like, bro, that's L-ass dad, nigga. Niggas a op. Niggas a op. There was so many problems with that shit. So many problems with that shit. I mean, she knew I had a... Wait, what? Oh, you said leave a like and shit? Hey. I mean, she knew about her, but she just like never seen how she looked and shit, and like she knew like she took me home and shit.
Now,
for some reason, the dad telling her that fucking fucked so much shit up.
My uncle lived in a gated community, which meant unless you had a pass on your car to get in,
like the vid?
It was like disgusting. Boom.
Fuck me, bro. What the fuck?
Obstacle in the way of pulling off this lie. My uncle lived in a gated community, which meant unless you had a pass on your car to get in, anyone coming in had to go through security. Bro, and
gated communities are cool, but what is the gated communities that are actually are on demon time and they got guards at that motherfucker? Like, come on, bro.
Security would always call the house to verify that you were expecting a guest. So every morning when my girl came to pick me up, the security at the gate would call the house.
Why don't you just leave the house and walk towards the gate, bro? You gotta think, bro. Leave the house, go to the gate, bro, and just walk out the gate too. Like, meet her at the gate, dog. That's what you gotta do, bro. Nigga, you talk too much. Hey, who's this nigga name? He a grunt, so I don't give a fuck about it. Okay, ALDOPT. I want you to time that nigga for a month. Time that nigga for a month. You talk too much, nigga. Now you can't type, nigga. Now you can't type. Cause you talk too much. You understand that? Shut the fuck up, pussy, bro. Shut the fuck up, pussy. Oh, you have a... Oh, yeah, your laws are horrible. Yeah. Yeah. Say goodbye. You talk too much, bitch.
Phone. The house phone was kept in the living room. So what I would do is in the mornings, around the time when my girl was gonna be pulling up, I would sit in the living room, phone in hand, finger on the trigger. As soon as the phone started ringing,
why would you do it in the living room?
That way, it would only ring for
that
like
shit in my room.
less than half of a second. On top of which, my aunt and uncle are fast asleep up in their room on the second floor. So there's no way they could have heard it. I did this every single morning. And as far as I could tell, it was working perfectly. I'd give the security the okay to let her in, and I'd walk up the street to a point where the house was out of view.
Bro, you should have
And then me
walked
and
to
my
the
girl
gate, bro.
would drive off into the morning
But maybe that's
sun,
not even the issue. Let's see.
occasionally stopping for bacon, egg, and cheese.
Bacon, egg, and cheese.
Because if you get the sausage, you are a psychopath.
At
And
the
life
school,
was
the
good,
restaurant that was
man.
right next to
Life was
our house.
good.
I mean, right next to the school was Wendy's. So
For like a week.
my
A
school
week
usually went
goes
to
by,
Wendy's and shit.
and I started to notice
morning?
a tension in the house. I couldn't quite
had
put
my
my
own
finger
Uncrustable.
on it, but something was off, particularly around my uncle. Now,
Oh,
like I
shit.
said, my uncle is a U.S. veteran.
That nigga
He has
shoulders
a very
tight.
stoic demeanor. He's not a mess around silly
Bacon,
kind
egg,
of
and
guy.
cheese.
Also, he and his wife, my auntie, run a business together. And
Yeah.
they have 2 kids. So I wasn't sure if there was really
Fuck, he on
tension I
demon
was
timing.
feeling, or if he was just having a stressful week. Maybe a couple more days go by.
This how I be maneuvering through my house,
Then
bro.
I
Just
get my
fist
answer
closed, pissed
loud and
at the
clear.
world,
Late
bro.
one evening, I came home from
Swear to God.
basketball practice. One of my teammates dropped me home. I walked
Okay.
through the door, tired, hungry, but happy to be home. I set my stuff down, yell
Get
out,
help,
"Good
nigga."
night"
I'm playing,
to
bro,
everybody,
shit.
and I made my way to the kitchen
I'm
to
kinda
start
not playing.
fixing myself a plate for dinner. As I'm
Curry?
fixing my dinner in the
Yeah,
kitchen,
that look like curry.
I see my uncle. He was sitting by himself in the living room couch, his freshly shaved head reflecting the bright fluorescent lights of the
Bro.
75-inch ultra-wide flat-screen TV mounted
Bro,
on the
GG,
wall.
it's up.
I could
Flex
see
the TV
clearly,
height.
yet there was a darkness
It's GG,
on
bro.
that side of the house. Without looking at me, he says, "Good night, Chris.
Oh,
Hope
fuck.
you had a good day." I'm like,
Oh, my God. I don't know what I'd do. I'd run away. I'd run away. I'm going back to Jamaica. I'd be back in Jamaica by the morning.
yeah. You had a good day. How was your day? You get like a lot of business stuff done and stuff? He offers some short response, but I noticed that he didn't sound mad. So I'm like, oh, okay,
my
we
God.
good. Yeah. So I'm getting close to finishing my meal, and then he gets up and goes into the other living room. I guess my aunt and uncle do very well for themselves. So he goes into the other room, and then I
Other
hear, "Hey,
living room,
Chris,
straight.
can I bother you to join me and auntie in the living room for a moment?"
No, you can't, nigga. I need to take a shit. I go take a shit. I'm gone, nigga. Here's the shit. Bro, I don't know. I'm not, you know, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not joining you. On God, I'm not. Oh my God, that'd be so scary. Oh my God, my heart would be in my ass.
That wasn't a good tone of voice right there. Nope. So I'm like, oh, yeah, sure thing, Uncle Glenn. So I go in the room, and I am greeted with just this Game of Thrones vibe, bro. Like, my uncle is sitting in, like,
God.
this big, vintage grandfather chair with my sweet auntie
my God.
standing a little bit to the side, a little bit behind the chair.
I can't wait to be on this type of time. I'm sitting in my chair, my kids looking at me. Yeah. You know what you did. You know what the fuck you did.
With one hand
Creed right here sitting down and shit. Yeah.
delicately perched on the back of the chair. I look at her. On her face, I see sympathy. I look at my
Yo,
uncle.
That's tough.
On his face, I saw fury. He was upset. He was quiet,
Fuck.
staring into my actual soul. "Chris, how about you take a seat?"
Oh,
So I
shit.
take a seat. "Chris, has Brian been taking you to school in the mornings?"
Oh my
There
God.
it was. Instantly, my stomach
What are you
sunk.
saying in this
I was
situation, chat?
caught. Didn't even make sense to try and lie. You don't phrase a question like that because you don't know the answer. No, you do it to see if the person being asked the question has the gall to lie to your face.
Yes.
So I came clean. No, uncle.
Nigga like me Look, nigga like me like these. Fuck. I know me. I would have been like, yeah, he was, and he got hit by a car, and I didn't want to be bothered to you, so yeah. The bitch took me to school like twice, but that's just because he got hit by a car and shit. And the day he got hit by a car was one of the days he was supposed to pick me up, and she was already on the way to school, but she was passing out, so she just scooped me that day. So you still gonna get, you know what I'm saying? You still gonna get in trouble. It's gonna soften the blow a little bit. It's gonna soften the blow a little bit. You lie, stomp you in the middle of your chest? What? Oh, that's a W lie. Obviously, don't say you got hit by a car. Say some shit. Nah, hit by a car shit kind of nice.
So how have you been getting?
Be like, he flew out of town for. It depends how long this been going on.
Taylor been taking me.
And it really depends how long this been going on, and he's been observing, so you can't really be too sure.
Soon as I said that, my uncle starts to cuss me out.
But if it was like one or two times,
the worst cuss out I've ever gotten in my life by anybody. Now my mom, my dad, coach, teacher, nobody has even come close to that. And this uncle was also born and raised in Jamaica. Mix that with the military service and the alphaness that comes with being a successful, self-made man. Yeah. And also, he's about 6'3", 240, big dude. Bro, he destroyed me with words. I felt so small. Worst I've ever felt in my life about anything to this day.
Why is he mad though?
And that's because, I mean, everything he said was true.
More so because he kind of lied.
I was a liar. I was disrespecting him and my auntie by disobeying a direct order right under their noses. And then he dropped the hammer. He told me that as soon as I finished the school year, I was to get all my things together and to get the what out of that house. Finally, the clip was empty.
Shit.
All the shots had been fired, and I just sat there, teary-eyed.
That's probably the worst feeling on the planet.
And then he asks, what do you say to that?
That's probably the worst feeling on the planet.
I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to lie to you, but Brian be smoking in the morning. I didn't want to get caught. And we always late for school. And you and Auntie do so much for me. I didn't want to ask y'all to take you to school no more. And then Taylor was like, she ain't care. So I just did it. I'm sorry. I mean to be a bad nephew. So then my uncle's like, so why didn't you just tell us what was going on? Because I didn't want to snitch on Brian, because he a cool dude. He just making bad choices right now. And
it's the same outcome, bro.
And I was truly remorseful. But more importantly, they could tell I was being honest. My uncle got up, stood me up, and then gave me a hug. Yes. And it was a real hug. I could tell that my lies had hurt him because he thought he had misjudged my character. But now he saw that my heart was in a good place. I was just stupid. I was stupid, not just because I did what I did, but because I didn't take into consideration.
How did he find out
that there was a house phone?
Bro, I told you, the gate sold them, bro. You meet the motherfuckers at the gate and you just go, bro. The nigga was on the other line the whole fucking time.
Extension on my uncle's night table beside the bed, bro. So every time the security called, he would hear the same half-a-second phone ring every morning at the same time. Also, I could have probably put my girl's name on the guest list so they wouldn't have to call in the morning. Just plain old stupid. So all was forgiven. My uncle started taking me to school in the mornings again. And life was good. Moral of the story, honesty really is the best policy. But at the very least,
to an extent,
don't be stupid.
She wanna come to my place.
We all stupid kids, bro.